Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, Tuesday at noon, and today we are learning about Parashat Pekudei, the last parasha of Sefer Shmot of the book of Exodus. And as we know, Sefer Shmot, the book of Exodus, is in a way divided to two parts. The first part is Exodus itself, obviously, and the revelation at Sinai. And the second part is the golden calf, Egel HaZahav, and building the tabernacle. And in building the tabernacle, building the Mishkan, there are really, I would say, three stages. Stage number one is the commandment. Stage number two is collecting the donations. And stage number three is building the Mishkan, building the tabernacle. And in our parsha, there's something very, I would say, a little odd, a little strange. Moshe is giving an account, like a CPA. I know for the CPA in the audience, for you it's a high season. And Moshe's high season was exactly this week. And he had to do all these W-2s for all the donations that he received. And you see that the Torah really in length, detail by detail, goes to you gave this amount of money that went here, and this amount of money we were able to buy this thing and the other. And Moshe is really giving an account, detail by detail. And the Midrash says that there was an amount of money that Moshe didn't know what's happened to that money. So Hashem revealed it to him, and it was Vavei Amudim, the links between some of the beams and the pillars. And it's great, but my question is very simple. Why there was a need for Moshe to give an account for the donation that he received? I mean, who would think that Moshe took the money for himself? What is he going to do? To buy more manna? I mean, the manna fell to everyone according to his needs. What else? Can he driving a Volvo? No, I mean, you don't drive a Volvo in the middle of the desert. You rode a camel. So what Moshe will do with the money? There was nothing that Moshe could do with the money, even if, God forbid, we would think that Moshe really took the money to himself. And not only that. In the Haftarah, we read, not this Shabbat, but on Shabbat that we don't have Rosh Chodesh, we read that in the time of the temple, the Gizbarim, the people who were in charge on collecting the donations in the temple, no one asked them for account. And why? Because Ki be'emunah osim, because we trust them. We're not going to ask them for account. We're not going to ask them for a financial report of what they received. We believe that they are doing their job. So if you believe them, we will not believe Moshe? It sounds strange. So I would like to suggest to you the following idea. And it sounds harsh, but it's true. We saw a pasuk, a verse 2 weeks ago in the Parsha that says that after the golden calf, after Moshe went up to Mount Sinai and received the second luchot, the second tablets, and he went down, it says that whenever Moshe would leave the camp and would go to his tent that was outside of the camp, it says that everyone will stand up, and it says, Vayabitu acharei Moshe, and they will look at his back. What does it mean? So one option, one option in the Talmud says that it means that everyone stood up and was amazed by Moshe. Look at him, they said. This person became godlike. This person talked to Hashem every minute, every day, has such a direct connection with God. Unbelievable person. I would wish, love, and pray that my son or daughter will be like him. That's the good option. But then there is the second option. The second option is that the Yerushalmi, the Talmud Yerushalmi said that people will look at Moshe and said, look at him. This guy became a little heavier since the last time. He became a little fat. He probably eats from our food. Look at him. He dressed nicely. That's from our money. Meaning that there was a section there was a group of people among the Jewish nation that looked at Moshe, who for 40 days and 40 nights did not eat or drink on Mount Sinai, who led them for free, and they will still condemn him for something that he obviously did not do. Being a leader, it's not easy. Or as you say here in the South, ain't easy. You're going to get it from all the places. You're going to get criticism. Some of it is very much constructive, some of it is very much destructive. Whatever you're going to do, you cannot please everyone. Whatever you're going to do, some people will look at it and say great, and some people will look at it and say awful. Moshe, the ultimate prophet, you still have a group of Jews that will say, this guy, steal from our money, steal our food, steal our possession. It's hard to understand it. It's hard to believe it. It's hard to comprehend it. But it's true. So therefore, Moshe made a decision. After the first Jewish fundraiser that was a success, he is going to give a report, detail by detail, of what's happened to every dime and every cent that was donated. So no one, even this group of Jews that think that he became a little heavier because he eat their food, will challenge him. And God forbid, challenge God as well. It's a tremendous responsibility that we have as leaders to be what we called nekiim, to be clean in the eyes of the people and in the eyes of Hashem. And sometimes it requires us leaders to go the extra mile and the extra step of basically clearing our name so no one will be suspicious. No one will raise questions about, God forbid, our ethics or our behaviors. Sometimes we need to do things that no one else needs to do. But when you take responsibility as a leader, you need to know that it's not only for the praise, for the glory, for the fame, but it's a responsibility. Moshe said it to the elders of the children of Israel. He said to them, "Lo avdut ani noten lachem, lo srara ani noten lachem el avdut." I'm not giving you ministry. I'm giving you, in a way, the ability to serve the people. And this is a message I think that we all need to take to heart. Especially us, Jews, where we are always being looked with a microscope about what we do and what we don't do. We need to act in a very ethical and very proper way, so we will create Kiddush Hashem, the sanctification of the name of Hashem, in our times. Thank you.